So we're out on our first drive, proper drive, not just MOT in the school run, getting some good miles on it. I was hoping to go down the Foss Way today, but there's roadworks as normal. Started at 20 miles this morning, we're on 49, nearly 50, so smashed out a good 30 miles already. The car's feeling fantastic. Exhaust sounds beautiful. Yeah, it just feels great, just taking it steady. Bit of back roads. Ideally I want to be doing about 200 miles, no more than 4,000 RPM, not loading it up in high gears, letting the engine rev happy engines, let them get bedded in properly. And then by about 300 miles I want to be poking that up to about 6,000 RPM, not all the time obviously, but now and then. And then after that should be good to get some fresh oil in it, filter in it, see what the old oil's doing or been done, and then get it on the rollers. Saw a beetle bug this morning coming through, where was I coming? Cirencester, I think. There with, roundabout. Yeah, beetle bug coming through Cirencester, nice blue one. Gave me a wave out the window, so I got a thumbs up back. Nice to see the classic out. Plenty of those cyclist people, type people out, annoying me, getting in the way. But yeah, we're going good. Drinking fuel, not really worried about fuel. I guess listening to that noise. Gearbox, considering I haven't rebuilt the gearbox, I was going to put a diff in it, I didn't. I just thought, well, let's leave it as it is. Its gearboxes are quite expensive, sort of slightly beyond my technical expertise. Could do it, but it's one of those things you'd rather get it sent away because you get one tiny little bit wrong, and you've got winds. But this gearbox got no winds whatsoever. Slex gear's perfect. All I done was drain it, put some decent oil in it, sweet as a nut. But yeah, she's pulling, wants to pull. Obviously, I'm not letting it because I don't want to damage the engine. But yeah, it's going great. Temperature gauge is a bit weird to get used to because I'm used to the Mark 5 or your modern VW Audis. When it's at 90 degrees, that's it, it's at your working temperature. That's all you need to know. But these Mark 2s, could be the sensor, it could be a lot of things, but your sort of your cows. What was I going to say? Your working temperature is sort of between, you've got the red light on the dash, which is currently flashing on mine because the coolant level is a bit low, and the sensor's a bit dodgy, so I only put the old sensor in there, the level sensor. Pumpkin. Yeah, so between that light and at the end of the temperature of the hot end, you've got two little white dots. So between the red light and that little dot, it's sort of your working temperature, and this seems to sit there quite happily, doesn't go above that line. You sit in traffic for a while, goes up, drops back down, so that's alright, happy with that. 52 miles up now. Nice having electric windows too. Does sound good. There's not much real drone, just on a stretch down the dual carriage, as you'll see. Sitting at 70, just shy of 4,000 RPM. Sitting there quite happily. If you're just tickling the throttle, just maintaining speed, it's not really droning. Sounds quite nice. Nothing. Not really worried if it was massively droning, to be honest. I wouldn't. If I want a car that doesn't drone, I wouldn't be doing this to a Golf. They're not quiet cars anyway. But yeah, it's fine. Nice little burble from the exhaust, nothing major. Obviously, as soon as you stick your toe down, it gets louder. It's going to, isn't it? Yeah, it's good. Nice little drive out. The countryside. Yeah, I want to get on the Foss. If you're in the UK, you know the Foss Way. Fantastic. Way yellow. Fantastic road. Nice indication. Fantastic road. Nice winding. But yeah, they're doing some roadworks on it, so found somewhere else. Just follow me over, see where we're going. And we found more roadworks. Was it a cyclist? Just as bad as each other. Scan on. Brakes pretty good in the car. Suspension, considering it's cheap Pro Sport coilovers that I just put on the car just to get it rolling, Oh no, it's a horse. I'll let him off. I best quiet him down. Yeah, and the bump, it's not too bad. It's an old car, it's going to bounce around. It's not too bad. Yes, there's a horse up here, we're just slowing down. My massive, we've got horses, wife and everything. People go past them absolutely stupid, but obviously slightly louder than the average normal car, but it's on a hill and so I'll just roll past them. No rush whatsoever. They got IVs on, they're all doing the right thing. Even a big ass lorry driver's just slowed down. Ooh, TVR. Some JDM thing. Hello. TVRs do sound good. Wouldn't want to own one though. Oh, we got a trot on. The horse, that is. At least the sun's out today. It was a bit, didn't want to be wet. I don't mind if it starts raining and the car gets wet, but if it's wet outside, I don't want to deliberately go drive it. Just asking for more problems. I think this horse is turning left. Can't see its indicator or anything, but doo-doo, doo-doo. Idle's pretty good on this as well. Not too bad. There you go, horse is gone. Now there's more people. What are we doing? Come on. And we're off. So going good. See the temperature has gone up a bit there. Nothing major, I've just been sat idling. The fan will probably kick in, it'll come back down in a minute. Nothing to worry. I've got no, when I had the MOT, I did have a little coolant dribble, nothing major. And a bit from the oil pump, power steering pump. But they've stopped now. I'm not gonna, on a freshly built engine, if you've got something hoofing out, like loads of leak, sort it out straight away. But if it's just a dribble, just keep an eye on it. It's dropping loads, but like I say, this is just a dribble from one of the hoses. I think it's a hose. I haven't got 6 gears in it, I've only got 5. Yeah, I'm not going to start diving in and pulling pipes off, just making sure it's a new engine. Everything's going to be, it's going to go through. Everything's going to go through heat cycles, especially running an engine in. You're going to be cool, you're going to be hot, you're going to be hot sort of low RPM, and you're going to be hot high RPM, loads of different heat cycles. Nice orange camper over there. So yeah, just let the engine bed in. If it's still doing it after like 200-300 miles, then in my eyes I'd address it then. But it's not causing a problem at the moment, so hopefully it'll seal itself. I did have to put a new starter motor on this as well because it had the MOT. Left it running for a while, and let's go now. Let's go right. Yeah, and it wouldn't start again. And we had like quite a few batteries on it, just linked up to it, and a good old jump pack, and it was just turning over slow. Yeah, turning over slow. Excuse me, I'm speaking a bit too loud. I don't know how loud this is going to come over on the camera. Yeah, it's turning over too slow. The starter motor was the original one, it was working, so I left it on there. They're a consumable part sort of thing, so if it goes wrong, stick another one. So I ordered a new one from the same company. I've got the alternator for this from, and a recent starter motor on RX5. Good company. It's a genuine VW part to be rebuilt, which is good. What you don't want is a refurbished part, which is a cheap part anyway, because they're already made with inferior materials, and then get rebuilt. So it's sort of like, you know, either I buy a brand new genuine OEM part, or make sure you're getting it from a company that rebuilds OEM parts. But this is a Mark III starter on this. Only a bit of difference wiring, it's not a problem, easier to do. It's just the cold start on this has a separate taker from the starter. But the main big difference is the standard starter motor is a straight drive starter, so when you turn the starter you've got straight drive from the starter straight to the pinion to turn it over. And the Mark III ones are a geared drive, so it drives a motor, turns some gears, and then into the pinion. which provides a lot more torque on starting and it's a lot quieter. So that's on there. You know, it's been hot, and it starts fine now, so that's good. I've got a hot start problem. I think I know what it is, but I was a bit worried about taking it out, but the lights stop flashing now. Yeah, hot start problem. So like, I was worried about taking it out, knowing that it wouldn't start. I don't mind taking it out and it conking out, and I've got plenty enough power and starting juice to turn it over for, you know, long enough time to get it started again. But in the fuel pumps on these, you've got your main feed out, and you've got a like a dome cap nut, and in between that is a banjo bolt, which is a check valve. Which, when you turn the car off and it's hot, the fuel in the lines up near the engine bay evaporates just because of heat by it. What the check valve does is keep pressure in the fuel system, stop it draining back and such like that. And they're quite prone to go wrong. This is the original one. It was free to move, but it could be free to move and have a weak spring in it. So I've got a new one ordered from those from Classic VW. You can get the same parts on like the Porsches and stuff. But yeah, I've got this part from Classic VW. So I'll get that fitted on. Hopefully that'll stop me hot start problems. It's not a problem, it still does start, it just takes a bit of a while to get it going again. Nice day for it. Well, I'll stop jabbering and let you watch some more road and some music. Catch you in a bit. So there we go, back home, safe and sound, still looking clean. It did conk out a few miles away in a little village. A car came around the corner fast, so I had to dip the clutch and it went and wouldn't start again, which is my hot start problem. So left it 5 minutes and it fired up. Then I pulled on the drive and it conked out again. It would start straight again, but it was very low and idle, so I just adjusted the idle screw up to get it idling a bit more. It's all teething things, little things I need to get adjusting. But yeah, fantastic. We've done, I think, 87 miles, take 67 miles today. That's not good, yeah, not good. It is very good. Car didn't miss a beat, feeling fantastic. So yeah, look forward to the next one when I take it out and hopefully start pushing it a little bit more.